What's going on, guys? So, chilling in the room, I'm playing on my phone, I'm flipping through Instagram. See how iFragrance has some stories I haven't seen yet today. And I look, and there's three more Club de Nuit fragrances. I know they had the Urban Man Elixir, which is 1 million Elixir, because Urban, or Club de Nuit Urban, whatever it is, that was always 1 million. So I saw these three new ones, and I'm disappointed. Let's talk about them. Stay tuned. So first, let's talk about Bleu Iconic. So the bottle looks cool. Blue's my favorite color. Had high hopes, assumed blue fragrance. I look at the profile, which I'll put on screen for you guys. I look at the profile, I'm like, wow, those notes look incredibly familiar. So I pull up Bleu de Chanel Eau de Toilette. It's almost identical. Very, very few differences. Mid and heart, identical, minus one note in the heart. And in the base note, you take cedar and sandalwood and the ISOE Super from the mid, and you combine that into woody, and that's what the, like, it's, they're making Bleu de Chanel, and it's crazy to think that at this point, haven't they already made a Bleu de Chanel? I would think. Like, that's very disappointing. I'm not going to get that one, even when it gets in the 30 some odd dollar range. I'm not going to get it. I got a ton of fragrances that smell like Bleu de Chanel, so, and Bleu de Chanel Parfum I have and all that. So, disappointment number one. Disappointment number two, I'll put on screen. Untold, Club de Nuit Untold. Okay, interesting looking bottle. Not really flattered by the way it looks, but okay, could be a great fragrance. Who knows? Look at the notes. Wow, that's incredibly familiar. Sure enough, I go check. Identical to Baccarat Rouge 540 Eau de Parfum. Love Baccarat Rouge 540 Eau de Parfum, but I already have a bunch of really good Baccarat Rouge 540 fragrances, including a discovery set that's got decants of the extrait and the Eau de Parfum. So I got clones I can wear. I got inspired by fragrances I can wear, or I got several sprays. I got 5 ml each. Yeah, 5 ml each of the extrait and the Eau de Parfum. So I mean, another one. I don't care how cheap it gets. I'm not going to buy it because I've already got all those bases covered so many times over. So just 0 for 2 with these three new releases. Now, Urban Elixir might be really good. I've never tried Urban. I don't have 1 million Elixir. I'd like to get it. That will be a fraction of the cost. We're not talking about that one specifically, but I can see myself maybe wanting that one. But that's not part of these three new ones that have just came out. And then the last one is called Impériale. Now, I'm not sure. It's a floral gourmand. Probably for the ladies, but I didn't distinctively recognize the note breakdown. Obviously, it's a clone of something. So, but it's clearly a women's fragrance that leans very feminine, a lot of peony and stuff like that. Peony heavy fragrances tend to not jive with me. That's really, really feminine and girly, usually when there's a lot of peony. Even if it's a gourmand, I think it's going to be extremely feminine. It's probably a women's fragrance. I didn't read the whole profile. I looked at the notes. When I saw the notes, I don't know what it's a clone of, but it's definitely a women's fragrance that I think is just, it's got lychee, however you want to say it. I think it's just going to be way too feminine for me. So, 0 for 3. I literally have zero interest in any of these new Club de Nuit fragrances. So disappointing. I mean, Club de Nuit Intense Man has been flankered to death. I don't really think they can go anywhere else with it other than making a Ventus cologne. That's the only thing I don't think they've done that I know of. They have the EDT, the Eau de Parfum, the limited edition Parfum, the Parfum Pure Perfume, the Pure Perfume Oil, the body spray, a deodorant. Like, I don't think they can go any other way except a Ventus cologne. That's the only thing I think they haven't touched that I know of. But these three, massive disappointments in my opinion, because Bleu de Chanel Eau de Toilette, to clone it at this stage, I think is lazy, personally, because you would think that's something they would have did years ago by now. And it might be a great take on Bleu de Chanel. I'm not knocking the fragrance because I haven't smelled it. I'm just stressing my disappointment for these because it's stuff I already have the real deal and versions of, clones of, inspired versions of, and so on. So I have all the bases covered on both of the 2 out of those 3 scent DNAs. So again, they may smell like fantastic clones that perform great of these fragrances, but I already have fantastic clones of these fragrances that smell great and the real ones. So pretty disappointment. I was disappointed. I was excited when I saw the bottles. I just wanted to share that info with you guys. Shout outs to ifragranceofficial.com and at ifragrance on Instagram. That was where I saw it. Apparently it's available on Armaf's official website right now. That was where the information came from. So, like I said, shout outs to iFragrance for getting that information out. Sparked my attention, got me excited for a moment. I was like, oh, I wonder what these are going to be clones of. And the first two I look at right away, it's like, okay, I know these note breakdowns. I go check what I thought it was. Yep, like the Baccarat Rouge EDP one, it's identical. It's identical. So, like I said, might smell great. That's the only one that maybe down the line I'll give a shot if I can get for 30 some odd dollars. But the Bleu de Chanel one, I'm probably out. I never say never, but I'm probably out on that one. The only one that I really have interest in is Urban Elixir, Urban Man Elixir, however you say it. The newest one that's 1 million Elixir. That's the only one I have interest in. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe before you leave this video. This was a quick one, short, sweet, to the point, disappointment. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good one.